Brothers and sisters, generals, family, as I always say, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, may that great divine bliss or bless you or bless us while we on these different walks and giving different perspectives and, man, exuding that great divine spirit, that power deep within. Man, and I thank our ancestors for putting it in us. You know, anybody that's doing right now, stand tall with integrity. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Integrity will help you to see the uniqueness in our brothers. It will help you to see the uniqueness in ourselves, help to see the uniqueness in our sisters, in everyday life, person, place, or thing. A lot of great things can stem from integrity. And we'll say this as part 2. I did another podcast about integrity when I was volunteering at my son Ethan, my 9-year-old school. I haven't volunteered in a while and haven't really felt good about it, but I haven't been in a while because I have been kind of getting rest. So, because I had to get rest and, I got to stay charged up because I do work a job, and just being honest. So it was kind of, challenging for me to squeeze it in there. So I had to kind of take a break from the volunteering, but I do other things. I still, connect with my family, and I still do things with one's, children. And I just talked to my son, Lord Lamont. He's doing good, but had to kind of, like I say, when I speak on this is a part of integrity. Positivity is not always easy. I talked about on Divine Discipline podcast that I got a lot of exposure on. And again, I really appreciate those who gave me a lot of views on that podcast. I appreciate anybody that view or comment, those I've learned from, whether family, brothers and sisters in the world, or online. And what is that, brothers and sisters? Integrity. So stand tall. Lose yourself in integrity. Many great things will come about through the challenges and storms. But I was talking to my son, and he's getting this up together. And you know how you hear a lot of us teachers talk about can't keep doing it the same thing and expecting a different result. And of course, this is for me too. But when you have been through the transformation stages of maturing and being wise and accountable and knowing what we have to do as a young brother, we'll speak truth to with our kids or, anyone we are talking to, because we don't want to enable those. We want those to be able to, everybody need help at one time, but sometimes we do have to stand on our own 2 feet, because what happens when we depend on outside things, we'll fall, so we have to, if we're healthy, nothing wrong with us. We have to do what we have to do to stay strong in this life so we can be ready for what comes. And what comes, brothers and sisters, the future. So I haven't said it in a while, but it's something I always say. It's my favorite saying. What we do righteous in the present will always and forever benefit us in the future. So it's a must that we have integrity in everything. I don't give a damn what it is. We have to have integrity. You're not going to make it through this life with not having integrity. So I kept it real with him. I told him we can't keep repeating the same thing. It's just going to be stuck in that, what we always say, that rat race. You like a hamster on the wheel. You just running on that wheel. If you don't, if we don't get ourselves together, mind, body, and soul, and then he was living with me, and, of course, we didn't get in no fight or nothing, but just, disagreements, and, and when you have, like I say, 2 gears supposed to work together and 1 gear is not working, it's going to be an issue. So we have to blend together and work together and have righteous, real good intent deep within. Because if you don't have good intent, it's going to come out sooner or later. So there's no getting around that. So, as I actually heard from because I listen to teachers also, as I heard from a great brother that just was speaking on this, these damn mind games that people play. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, just freaking do right, because it's going to come up and come out anyway. You know what I'm saying? So just be right to begin with. Don't scheme and plot and play. No, especially if you're an adult. Come on now. So integrity is the best way to go. I don't care what we're going through. Doing the wrong thing is not going to help. Being toxic, sneaky is not going to help, especially if you're speaking with or someone who is self-aware. Those with a heightened self-awareness, and you're trying to be sneaky with that individual that has that self-awareness, they're going to pick up on it. And the person that's really true to themselves, to the pit of their soul, they won't even tell you that they see what you're doing. And that's a real heightened self-awareness, brother or sister, right there. They can see what you're doing. Because a lot of times we don't have to do anything. As I heard a great brother that has a wonderful platform, as he said, those who do wrong judge themselves. So in other words, we don't have to do anything. When we're connected to that divine force, I don't know, some way, somehow, it'll make it where that person will screw their own selves. But I don't want that for my son. I don't want that. But that's what can happen if you don't have right intentions. You have to have right intentions and do what we're supposed to do in this life, to the best of our abilities, because got to be ready for those things that can come along. But if you're in that right space, you got right intent, it won't be as bad. Just do what the heck we're supposed to do with integrity and stand tall. And that's the gift that keeps on giving. Real talk. So, integrity is just so many wonderful things can come from having integrity, and I use integrity now. I use it in everything, especially when it comes to sisters, opposite sex, and, our children, stuff like that. It just helps, when we change our mindset and our perception of things and flip things around and see the beauty, and don't think that we always got to holler at a sister and always got to talk to a sister. No, say something positive to them. Like a sister I saw yesterday. She's a bus driver, and, where I work at, the bus drivers, they come in and use the bathroom, and then sometimes it be some attractive sisters that come in there. But, I don't hit on them or nothing like that, because when you have integrity, it actually makes you feel better when you be positive to a sister and you don't really try to talk to them, because as I said on the podcast, they get hit on so many, they get hit on a lot. So I always keep that in my mind. We got to be different. As I said, some sisters get tired of that shit. Hey baby, what's your sign? What you doing? Hey baby, can I get your sister? Get tired of that shit. So integrity helps a lot with this. And so, as I was saying, sisters come in there and use the bathroom sometimes, just to get a little break from the bus driving, because I can imagine some days it probably be pretty stressful driving the bus. I'm telling you, integrity helps to, when you have integrity and really understand an individual, whether it's brother or sister, you won't jump off impulses and, mess everything up and give people the wrong impression of you, unless you just, goofy and make a mistake or something. But I'm talking about like a wrong intent impulse, So I always keep that in mind, that sometimes you come in, maybe she might be a little tired, and because sometimes us as brothers, we'll take it personal, like, damn, why she acting like that? And a lot of times don't even be nothing to do with us, brothers. So that's something I kind of learned by, having integrity, because I well, maybe she stressed out. And a lot of times that's what it be. And I always tell her, she's nice. I even told her, she was cute, whatever. Told her she has a beautiful smile. She'll come through the door. I said, you're like a ray of sunshine when you come through the door. And man, she lit up. I mean, smile from ear to ear. You know what I'm saying? That's what sisters want to hear. They don't want to hear that when you tell them they're beautiful, they want to know that you mean it. Not just because every day, I'm pretty sure they get told they're beautiful 1,000 times. But a sister knows when you say you're beautiful, if you mean it with right intent or you have lusting behind it. They know, they can pick up on it, especially if they've been through it with other brothers, toxic brothers. So she just had a smile on her face, and sometimes we can get these little feelings of like, dang, she act like she don't like me. You know how sometimes we get those little feelings. But then I found out later on, this is just an example of having integrity, not jumping off our impulses. This is a small example, small segment of life, but this could relate to a lot of things in life, because especially us as melanated brothers and sisters, we are very emotional. We are quick to jump off our impulses. I used to be like that. So I'm saying all this to say, because sometimes we do get those little emotions, because especially if we kind of, have a little crush on someone or something like that. But, And I was like, well, maybe she be tired. I ain't gonna mess with her. Just speak to her and say hi, whatever, and just leave her alone. We don't know what other individuals are going through. But I find out through another person that she said, I like coming into y'all restaurant, use the bathroom. I had to get by. I don't never have to be bothered. You're nice. Eric is nice. He don't ever harass me. I was like, wow. She said all that. She's like, yeah. She said, you're very nice. You don't mess with her. I was like, wow. See. Now, if I would have jumped off an impulse and like, forget her, she thinks she all that, blah, 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 like some brothers do, then I would have messed everything up and never knew that she actually did like me I'm talking about as a person, not like me as I want to go out, but like me as a person. So, that's what we have to do. That's what integrity does. It develops friendship, get to know a person, and cause sometimes we just don't know what an individual is going through. So I said that whole example for stand tall, brothers and sisters, with integrity. It's the gift that I always keep on giving. I'm telling you, it's wonderful. So, like I said about my son, I love my son dearly. But as all of us, as we all know, brothers and sisters that are standing in a success state of mind and it has a firm foundation. For some of us, it was very hard, wasn't it? So that's what my son's going to have to learn, Lord Lamont. It's a hard lesson that some of us are going to have to learn, And that's why I say positive energy isn't always soft. Love isn't always easy. Sometimes it's got to be tough love. Can't enable those, Sometimes, at some point in our lives, you have to stand on your own 2 feet, And of course, I'll help him. His mom will help him. But, we're not always going to be here, my young brothers and sisters. So if you have the opportunity, if you're in a good space, get your shit together, please, because time waits for no man, no woman, no brother, no sister. Time will go on. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Real talk. That's no joke. So you better get it together, because as I said, Mother Nature is the author of time, It's the only force that is not worried about time because it created time. Matter of fact, that God spirit, that divine force is timeless, endless. You know what I'm saying? Because we never run out of levels. We just transition. So, it's this time, that's why you hear so many of us say enjoy beautiful moments, but, pay attention to things, things of the world and things we have to be ready for, and don't be living in a false sense of reality, as we always say. Something I always like to do. Danger, 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 false sense of reality. Danger, danger. We have to live in reality. And what I always say, brothers and sisters, that's for me too. But it's wonderful, man, when we can teach integrity to those who are listening to us, our family members, our children. And for those that it might be a little challenging, stay with it, brothers and sisters. Have the great divine ever let us down? Those who have experienced amazing things in your life or our life, has that force ever let us down? You know what I'm saying? The great divine can be everywhere at once. That's how powerful it is. Always do a little introspection and parallel yourself. I like to say this. Always put yourself in the shoes of that great divine, and you will develop that great integrity. I'm talking about that powerful integrity where you let nothing waver you. It's wonderful when we can develop it, but as we all say, we have to practice it, study, study ourselves, our psyche, everything, food, what we eat, when we eat. I've said this before. It's so many things that play into developing a wonderful, strong, right, unwavered, just a right intent, brother or sister. Is wonderful. Look up integrity, get it into your system. And like I said, this will be part 2. And I'll put the other one in the end screen, and it shows me in the front of the school saluting. And like I said, haven't volunteered in a while. It's bothering me about not volunteering because I like doing it. But I had to, I'd be tired some days, and I don't like I try not to be sluggish and tired and stuff. That's why I do this speaking and stuff, So, and that's why I do this. Like I've said, this is like self-therapy, and you learn so much about yourself when you begin to speak and you think about things and you speak on things that's within you, and you get to the core of yourself. It's wonderful, brothers and sisters. Isn't it wonderful when we get to the core of ourselves and really dig up all the trash and get rid of it, and then take it out and then fill it with divine qualities, and being able to listen and comprehend. And learning can be so fun, man. Wow, it's amazing, man. It's amazing the things we come across when we just keep a right heart and stand tall and have that integrity. It's wonderful, isn't it? Especially when we see it in others, those we learn from. Because, something I like to say from time to time, I just like saying it. Man, will we learn from a righteous teacher, from a brother or sister, and this could be young or old. I'm talking about a real teacher now, a real like-minded teacher that ain't playing no damn games and got their foot in the soil and making an impact. We learn from a teacher. We only feel good from a preacher. I always like to say that because it always makes me laugh. And I mean, and it's not like you hear a lot of us speak again. I don't want to get too much on religion because I talked about it last time, but it's not our fault that a lot of us speak truth against religion and stuff like that. Those who use religion against the people and black brothers and sisters, you brought it on yourself. If things weren't happening and have happened in history and all that stuff, wouldn't be all these truth sayers out here. Wouldn't even be a discussion. So if evil entities, would stop, because great divine Mother Nature, like I said, is endless. You know what I'm saying? So those of us that are connected to it, as long as things are going on are not right, there will always be a brother or sister that's going to stand tall with integrity. Can't stop it, because when one goes, another leaves. Like these two gentlemen that got on my banner here. Their spirit is still alive among us. That's why sometimes I say those we held dear, that transition, may they rest in peace and in power. And that's in our families, reachers and teachers that put their foot down along the way, the righteous ones. Like I say, you can do something to the body, but the spirit will forever live on. You can get rid of the body, but you can't rid that spirit. We talking about a righteous spirit. So, like I say, those who did that to Malcolm X, you really didn't stop nothing. Actually, you amplified his spirit. Because look at it, this is 24. We in 24. We don't like saying the year sometimes, but we in 24. And Malcolm X is still being studied. His teachings are still being practiced. His spirit is still out here. Same as Muhammad Ali. Real talk. Because, we all know Ali used to drop some jewels. I love his interviews because he can be comical and knowledgeable. And that's beautiful, And, have fun, because God, that real God, the great divine, does have a sense of humor, brothers and sisters. Did you know that? Did you know the great divine has a sense of humor? And a co-worker and I was talking about this yesterday. Sometimes we get so deep and God is this and it's powerful and it's fierce. But I think we forget sometimes that great divine has a sense of humor. What do you think we get it? Great divine has a sense of humor too. I always like to say, it's just my theory. You don't think the great divine get bored sometimes? So it wants to laugh. You know what I mean? Where do you think we get it from? All aspects of melanated brothers and sisters, especially that are righteous, come. It comes from our parents, but through that great divine. Because I like to give an example. Like I told this co-worker, I was speaking to her yesterday. And like sometimes I be coming home and I walk up the steps and I just trip up the steps for no dang reason. I'll look up like, really divine? Are you serious? And it just, name any time, brothers and sisters, where you had like little weird things like that happen. You just be walking and just like, bloop, trip over something. That's the divine. Divine cracking up. You know what I'm saying? Divine has a sense of humor too. But it's also fierce and it don't play no games. And I said before and I say again, don't fuck with that force. Don't go against it, Mother Nature, that divine. Go on mess with it. Keep on poking the bear. And that bear gonna poke your ass right back. So that's why we have to respect that force. And, so thank those that have been listening and have been riding along, commenting. Like I say, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, family, brothers and sisters in the world or online. And I'm going to say something I haven't said in a while. I honor my family. I honor your family, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. And like I say, have sense of humor sometimes, but we at a high level of self-awareness anyway. We won't miss anything because when you're at a high level of self-awareness, you can balance all things. So if nothing else in this life, brothers and sisters, man, stand tall with the ultimate integrity, because it is the gift that keeps on giving. Salute.